Hi there. I'm quickly looking for some breakfast and then it's time to check out. They're already playing the games here at 8:30 in the morning. There's even a casino at the airport. I took an Uber to the airport and the lady at the baggage check was really happy. She told me she had never held a Hungarian passport in her life. Even here inside the airport, in fact, within the terminal, you have to use these little trains to get between the gates. I managed to catch the flight. Today's video might be shorter or combined with several days because not much else is going to happen besides the travel. The trip from Las Vegas to Tampa will take about 4.5 hours. Tampa is located in Florida, so I'm moving from the west coast to the east coast, and in the process I'm crossing several time zones. It will be 3 hours later there than here. The airport in Tampa. I arrived here in Florida, in Tampa in the evening. This is already the accommodation. A simple little place with typical American style rooms on 2 levels. A small pool in the middle. And here's the room. I didn't break the bank in the booking, so it's not a huge room, just a double bed. Although this might be convertible. I don't know. And over here is the bathroom wardrobe. And there's a little kitchen-like area. Well, that's it. I'll be here for 4 nights. It's warm. It's 25 degrees this evening. Hi everyone. Now it's Sunday. I'm making a video about these 2 days because yesterday was mostly spent traveling. The flight was 4.5 hours, but you have to be at the airport 2 hours before. Plus there's a 3-hour time difference. And then lunch and dinner. So the whole day was gone. I spent most of today resting because these 2 weeks have been quite intense. So far, all the traveling, sightseeing, Las Vegas and everything has been very intense. So, I mostly rested. At noon I went to a nice restaurant where I actually had dinner last night. Right across from the hotel, there's a small restaurant, but it's a really great place. So I'm taking it easy today, just walking around the area, checking out how Americans live here in Tampa. I'm going shopping, and later in the evening I'll try out the hotel pool. I'll put some pictures here that I took while walking. Today I'm going to show you the other side of America. It's not the big city here, but the suburbs. What you need to know about Tampa is that it's the second largest city in Florida with a population of 400,000 on its own, but together with the metropolitan area, about 2.7 million people live here, mostly retirees. You know, this is a southern state, and a lot of people do this moving here overnight. Also, like all of Florida, a lot of retirees are moving here, so they are moving to warmer climes for their retirement years. By the way, it really is warm here. It's November 10th and it's 31 degrees, so it's afternoon now. But with 90% humidity, you really feel it much more intensely. It's true, sweltering heat. Every city I've been to has a completely different vibe. In Los Angeles, it's a big bustling city, and the Hollywood area is a tourist paradise. Las Vegas, where most Americans visit once or twice a year for a few days and completely let loose. Many people are partying here, letting loose. Many people gamble. This part of Tampa, at least, is a very peaceful area. As I look at it here, this is approx the American dream. Very nice houses, close to the sea, and the beach is designed in such a way that most houses have their own private beach. Here too, where I'm going, the ocean is right behind the houses, but you can't really see it from here. So we'll look for a place where you can, this is all a private beach area, where they can dock their little boats and ships right by their own houses. In this city, I find that people are quite affluent. Everyone is cheerful and liberated. Last night in the restaurant, everyone was chatting in a relaxed manner. It was obvious that they were relaxed and not stressed about anything. Several people greeted me like that, asking how I was. The waiters also chat for a long time, laughing with the guests. So it's a nice place. You can really live well here. Actually, there aren't that many tourist attractions in Tampa. People come here more to relax, work, and enjoy the sea and the ocean. So it's possible that I'll make a joint video about the next 2 days as well. Look at this tree. Beautiful and huge. I really wanted to come to Tampa because there are 2 construction companies here that are working on artificial intelligence developments. They have some really interesting solutions, and I'm going to meet with them for a presentation on Tuesday. Several hurricanes have affected this area this year. It hasn't been a month since the huge Milton hurricane hit here. And I have to say, there's no sign of it, at least from what I've seen so far. I wouldn't say there was a hurricane here. The sidewalk construction here is not exactly consistent. Look, there's a sidewalk here, then it ends, and there's another one over there. And on the opposite side, there's one too. But here it's gone. Either I'm walking on the road or I'm constantly crossing back and forth on the sidewalks. I'll show you here some pictures of the little houses around here in the meantime. Such calm streets. Yeah, here and there might be some signs of the hurricane. These branches probably broke off in the strong wind and they're placed here to be taken away later. And there's a squirrel over there. Squirrel. There are lizards too, lots of lizards. And there are these tiny mosquitoes. Well, something like this could be interesting here. But there are many beautiful things. Well, here it ends. This place is probably so poor that they don't have money to build sidewalks. The streets are clean, but they're completely deserted. The cars are here, probably there at home since it's Sunday. 1 or 2 kids are riding their bikes on the street, but otherwise there's no movement. American suburban vibe. At this house you can really see that the ocean is just at the end of the street. And here at the house across the street you can actually see a pretty big 3-engine boat. But I didn't expect to see chickens here. I don't even know. Has there been a Tesla today? Here you go. Yeah, you can still see in some places that the hurricane came through. In this area, there was such a tide that the ocean overflowed here, and a lot of things weren't destroyed by the wind, but by the salt water. Well, this is how families live here. And in the back there's the harbor for the boats. Is this a real squirrel? Hey! Yes. Here at the end of the street I was able to come out and I can show you what the backyard looks like with its own dock and boat at every house. And then one street is always paved and the next street leads to the ocean. Earlier, 2 jet skis just came out from here. At the end of the street, there are these kinds of pelicans hanging out. They're flying away. And they fly off into the sunset. This is another water street. A simple little cottage, but with a pool and a boat. It can easily afford to move here for the winter. This is also typical American, this circular turnaround at the end of the streets. And here you can find tiny, simple houses and huge, large houses side by side. And you see this in many places. Mosquito net building that surrounds the pools. There is a person in a very talkative mood. This squirrel. There are such giant trees here as on Margaret Island. So with these wider roads that separate the little streets, in the middle there's not much traffic here either. What do they do with the drinking water here? Everyone is smiling, everyone is grinning. Even the cleaning lady is singing as she goes about her work. I've returned to the accommodation. The day will end here by the pool and I'll be heading home, or rather to the video editing. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hi everyone,